You know, we spend so much time obsessing over what we eat. But what if the real secret to our health isn't about the food itself, but about when we eat it? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on something called the insulin trap and explore how the simple rhythm of our daily meals might be quietly working against us.
We've all heard it a million times, right? Eat 3 square meals a day, maybe throw in some healthy snacks. It's supposed to be the key to good health. But what if that's all wrong? What if that very advice, that constant eating, is actually setting a trap for our bodies? Let's dive in and find out.
All right, first things first, let's tackle something most of us just accept as fact. The whole idea of eating 3 meals a day.
Believe it or not, for the vast majority of human history, nobody ate 3 times a day. It just wasn't a thing. Our ancestors, they were lucky to eat once or twice, whenever they could actually find food. The entire concept of breakfast, lunch, and dinner is a surprisingly new invention.
And that right there is the key. See, we now live in a world where food is everywhere all the time, but our bodies are still running on ancient software that evolved in a world of scarcity. So this mismatch, well, it could be one of the biggest reasons we're seeing an explosion of modern health problems.
So what's actually going on inside of us when we eat all the time? Well, to really understand this trap, we have to meet the main character in our story, a very powerful hormone called insulin. Now, on the surface, insulin seems like a total hero. We eat, our blood sugar goes up, and insulin shows up to take care of it. It's basically the key that unlocks our cells, letting sugar in so we have energy. It's a process that's absolutely vital for keeping us alive. But this is where things start to get a little complicated.
Think of insulin as having 2 completely different personalities. When it shows up in the right amounts, it's this fantastic, helpful manager keeping everything in balance. But when it's around too often, in amounts that are too high, it flips a switch. It becomes this overworked hoarder, and its main job becomes shoving every last bit of extra energy into fat storage and, crucially, slamming the brakes on your body's ability to burn that fat.
So how do we push insulin into that hoarder state? Well, it brings us right back to our modern eating schedule. Let's look at exactly how this trap gets set, meal after meal, snack after snack.
Okay, here's how it works. You eat something, a meal, a snack, anything. Boom, your insulin spikes. That tells your body, time for fat storage mode. But here's the kicker. Before your insulin has a chance to come back down, it's time for your next snack or your next meal. So it spikes again, keeping you locked in that storage mode. Your body never, ever gets the signal to switch over and start burning its own stored fuel.
Now, if you keep this up for months or years, something really dangerous starts to happen. It's called insulin resistance. Your cells basically get tired of hearing insulin's constant shouting, so they start to ignore it. It's like tuning out a car alarm that's always going off. So what does your body do? Your pancreas panics and starts pumping out even more insulin to try and force the message through. And now you're stuck in a vicious cycle with sky-high insulin levels all the time.
And the fallout from this is, well, it's serious. This isn't just about gaining a little weight. Chronically high insulin is one of the main drivers behind some of the scariest diseases out there. Type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease. There's even a link to a higher risk for Alzheimer's. This trap goes way beyond our waistlines. It's about our health for the rest of our lives.
Okay, I know, that was a whole lot of bad news. But here's the good news, and it's really good. Escaping this trap is surprisingly simple. It doesn't mean you need some weird diet or expensive pills. The solution is actually found in what we don't do.
That's it. The answer isn't a new food to add to your diet. It's about adding a new dimension to your schedule: time. It's about giving your body a break. By just creating chunks of time in your day where you're not eating, you give your whole system a chance to reset.
Let's just look at the difference. On the left, a typical day. Insulin is spiking up and down all day long, keeping the body in storage mode. But on the right, look what happens when you just squeeze your meals into, say, an 8-hour window. You create this big, beautiful 16-hour window of fasting. And during that time, insulin levels finally fall, and your body gets the message it's been waiting for. Okay, time to start burning our own stored fuel.
And the benefits are incredible. It's not just about burning fat. When your insulin is low, your body kicks on this amazing cellular deep cleaning process. It's called autophagy. It's basically your body going through and getting rid of old, damaged parts of your cells. This process is linked to everything from a stronger immune system to actually slowing down the aging process. You're not just losing weight, you're letting your body literally repair itself from the inside out.
So the big takeaway here isn't about starting some crazy new diet. It's about a fundamental shift in how we think about meal timing. It's about resetting our body's natural clock.
I absolutely love this quote because it just flips everything we've been taught upside down. In a world that tells us to eat constantly, sometimes the most powerful, healthy choice you can make is to simply not eat, to create that space, that fasting window for your body to heal. And let's be super clear, this is not about starving yourself or some extreme form of restriction. It is simply about working with your body's programming, not against it. It's about giving your digestive system, your pancreas, your hormones, a well-deserved rest so they can do their job properly when you do eat.
So I'll just leave you with this one thought to chew on. Your body has this incredible, built-in superpower to use its own fat for clean, efficient energy. The only question is, with our modern, round-the-clock eating habits, are we ever actually giving it the chance?